Hello children, in previous lecture we have completed up to question number 27. Now this is the final lecture for exercise 2.2. So we are starting with question number 29. What is given? Difference between compound interest is given. Now here compound interest is payable half yearly and the simple interest on a certain sum of money. Rate of interest 10%, time is 1 year, difference is 15. It means what is given in 29, see what is given, CI minus SI is given, rupees 15, clear? CI minus SI is rupees 15, but the problem is compound interest is reconned half yearly, semi-annually. CI is interest is compounded half yearly. This we have to remember. So first we will calculate compound interest. Okay. So we are not knowing this sum of money. Rest we are knowing. Time is 1 year. Rate of interest is 10%. So first we will calculate compound interest directly using this formula. What? 1 plus R by 100 to the power n minus 1. Can we calculate directly? Okay. So principal is not given, suppose principal is x. Rate of interest is given 10%, but compound interest is compounded half yearly. It means we will take 5%. So 1 plus 5 by 100. And when interest is compounded half yearly, time is given 1 year. So it means n will become 2. These things are clear, correct? 1 plus 5 by 100 is square minus 1. So finally that will come 1 plus 1 by 20. It means x 441 upon 400 minus 1. That will come CI directly. Okay. This will come CI. Finally when we subtract, so this will come 41 by 400 x. So this is compound interest. We have calculated compound interest when the interest is compounded half yearly. Now simple interest. For simple interest P, R is 10, time is 1. So that will come only rupees x by 10. Simple interest, clear? Now we will substitute here. Why we have to find CI minus SI. We have to calculate CI minus SI. So CI already we have done. CI we have calculated what? 41x by 400. Next SI is x by 10 and difference is given 15. Now make this denominator. So we can multiply by 40. Okay. So that will come 41x minus 40x. 41x minus 40x upon denominators are same. So finally x will be 15 into 400, that is 6,000. So answer is 6,029. Clear? Simple question, nothing. Only read the question properly. Now next is question number 31. So in 31, simple interest on a certain sum for 3 years is rupees 225. Okay, in 31 what is given? Simple interest is given rupees 225. Okay, for 3 years. This is for 3 years. Next is, and the compound interest on the same sum at the same rate for 2 years is given rupees 153. So compound interest is given rupees 153 for 2 years, correct? For 2 years it is given 153. So find the rate of interest and the principal. Okay, so we are knowing that when we are calculating simple interest, interest for each year is same. This is for 3 years. So what is the simple interest for 1 year? 225 by 3, that is 75, correct? This is the interest for first year. What is the simple interest for 2 years? Simple interest for 2 years, that will come 75 into 2, that is 153, correct? So we are having simple interest for 2 years, that is 153, and compound interest for 2 years is, sorry, this is 150. So compound interest for 2 years. So compound interest for 2 years means this is nothing but I1 plus I2, correct? Compound interest means if you are calculating for 2 years, then I1 plus I2, interest for first year, interest for second year, okay? For first year both will be same, compound interest and simple interest. So for first year, compound interest is or simple interest both will be same, correct? So we can calculate interest for second year. So that will come 153 minus 75, that is rupees 78. Clear? This is understood. Once again, simple interest means interest for each year will be same. So we are calculating first year. Interest for 3 years is given, we can calculate for 1 year or we can calculate for 2 years. Here compound interest for 2 years is given, it means compound interest for first year plus compound interest for second year, that will be 153. So we want to find interest individually for second year. So for second year, for first year both will be same, compound interest and simple interest. Why? Interest is compounded annually. So for first year both will be same. So for first year we can take 75 only. Now here we can calculate interest for second year. So interest for second year is 78, correct? Interest for second year is 78 and interest for first year is 75. Clear? Interest for first year is 75, interest for second year is 78. Just we have calculated one question number 27, where interest for first year was given, interest for second year was given, okay? So we are having two important things. What? So we are having interest for first year rupees 75, interest for second year, that is 78. So what is the margin? Rupees 3. Again we are using the concept. Compound interest means interest on the interest. What is the margin? 75 plus 3. 75 plus 3. It means this rupees 3 is the interest on rupees 75, correct? Clear? It means this margin rupees 3 is the interest earned on rupees 75. So we can apply this formula by taking 75 as principal. Rate of interest we are not knowing, time is 1, is equal to 3, correct? Clear? So we can take 75 as principal, rate of interest we are not knowing, clear? So that will come 25/4, it means rate of interest will come 4% per annum. Any doubt? As we have done in question number 27. In question number 27 directly we were given with interest for first year, interest for second year. Here what is the problem? Here simple interest for 3 years is given. So simple interest is always fixed for each year, for first year, for second year, for third year. So we have calculated 75 and for first year both will be same. Now For second year we have calculated. Why? Compound interest for 2 years is given in the question. Compound interest for 2 years. It means I1 plus I2 both values are given, sum 153. So we have done interest for second year. Now the margin is 3. It means this rupees 3 is the interest earned on rupees 75. So we have applied the formula PRT by 100 is equal to interest, that is rupees 3. So rate of interest is 4% per annum. Next we have to calculate what? We have to calculate principal also. Very easy. So how to calculate principal? Rate of interest is 4% per annum. Okay. So again apply the same formula, simple interest. Here interest is 75, principal is not known, R is 4% upon 100, correct? So that will come, principal will be 7500 upon 4, so that is rupees 1875. That will be the principal for, means original principal. Okay, next we will be doing the last question, number 34. Okay, so in 34 what is given? In 34, sum of money amounts to rupees 13,213 1 year and rupees 13,891.5 in 1.5 years at compound interest, compounded semi-annually. Find the sum and the rate of interest. So we are given with amount after 1 year and amount after 1.5 years. So amount after 1 year, that is 13230, and amount in 1.5 years is given, or after 1.5 years is given, rupees 13,891.50. Okay. So if this is the amount after 1 year, it means this is the principal for next half year, correct? This is the principal for next half year, that is 13230, and amount at the end of 1.5 years is also given, correct? Like we can choose, for first year amount is A1, second half year 2, correct? We can take this also, amount after first half year, amount after second half year, amount after third half year also we can take. Okay, so here we can take this as amount after second half year. Why? After 1 year means amount after 1 year, it means amount after second half year. So this is given, and this will become principal for next half year, that is for third half year. And this is given amount after 1.5 years. Amount after 1.5 years means amount for, or amount after the third half year is given what? 13,891.50. This is given, correct? Amount. So we are having principal for third half year and amount after third half year. Both we are having. So we can apply the formula what? This. Clear? So we are taking only 1/2 year. 1/2 year means n will be 1. 1/2 year means n will be 1. So substitute the value. So that will come here. We can substitute the value. So that will come, amount is 13,891.50. This is the amount. Okay, principal is 13,230 plus R by 100, and n will become 1, correct? N will become 1. Why? We are taking only the last half year, it means 1 conversion period. Now transpose, so that will come 13891.50 upon 13230 is equal to 1 plus r by 100. Okay, now we have to transpose and we have to subtract. Correct? N is 1, last half here. Now when you will transpose 1, we have to subtract. So after subtraction we will be having 0.50166, correct, upon 13230 is equal to r by 100. You can check. Correct? After transpose of 1 we will subtract. Next, so finally r will be 6615 upon 1323. If you multiply by 5, what will come? It means it will come by 5. That is, r is 5%. Correct? Wait. This r is 5% per half year. Why? Can you think why r is 5% per half year? Since when you substituted the value, when we have substituted the value, that was 1 half year, and we have not taken r initially as for each year. Correct? Initially we have not taken r as per annum. Clear? We have taken r as it is. R as it is means this r is nothing but r% per half year. So this is for per half year. So what is the rate of interest per annum? That is 10% per annum. Correct? In the question it is not mentioned that calculate the rate of interest per annum. It is mentioned. See, this is mentioned also. And if it is not mentioned, so by default it is also rate of interest per annum. If it is mentioned, very good. If it is not mentioned, if it is asked about only rate of interest, it means it is understood that it is rate of interest per annum. Okay. So here already we have taken r as it is, nothing we have done. So this is r for each half year. Why? And we have taken the last half year, and here we have not changed anything. So this is the r 5% for half year. So for each year, for 1 year, this is 10%. Clear? Next is we have to calculate what? Sum also. Sum means original principal. So we have to apply the formula. Which formula? Very easy. This is the formula. Correct? And so we will take the amount given. This is the amount for 1 year. Okay, so 13891.50. Now here we are taking the original principal. This is the original principal, this is the amount after 1 year, and interest is compounded half yearly. So this r is for half year is 5, and time, number of conversion periods will be 2. This understood? Correct? Why we are taking this? Okay. So interest is compounded half yearly, so rate of interest is 5%. Amount is given 13, or we can take this amount 13230. Why we are taking that? 13230 principal 1 plus 5 by 100 and time is 2. We are taking that amount which is some amounts in 1 year. So in 1 year means in 2 half years. Amount in 1 year or amount after 2 half years is 13230. This will become original principal, number of conversion periods 2 by 2 half years, rate of interest for each half year. So that will come. So finally you can get 13230 into 400 upon 441 is equal to P. 1 plus 1 by 21, 21 by 20 square. So this will come what? Check it, by 3. Yes, this will come 30. So principal will come 12,000. Sum or principal means original principal or sum principal initially. Okay, so this was your exercise 2.2. Thank you.